Hey there. Well, thanks for checking out this video, and you're going to notice pretty quickly that my words here do not match up with my face movements on the video there. And that's because this was the first time I was ever streaming, and the recording software I was less familiar with, and managed to group up all the audio levels. So for the first about 2 minutes of this video, the video game audio was insanely loud. You couldn't hear anything I was saying. So I just thought I'd cut in an overtrack and hear what I was saying here. So I'm playing Shadowrun, one of my favorite games from the days of yore, Sega Genesis edition, and one of the first, I think, open world RPGs that was certainly on those console systems. But we're dropping into a cyberpunk world with magic and hacking and a bunch of cool species like elves and dwarves and trolls and orcs and all that sort of thing. And this is just a game that I absolutely loved from my childhood, rented it from the family video store kind of place, and then bought it and played endlessly with my friend. And so here I'm just giving a little bit of a primer into that, and also including some details about how I even went as far as to play the pen and paper RPG with friends, and absolutely still love this game to this day. So as the game gets off and underway, one of my kind viewers pointed out the audio levels were really bad, and so I did fix it at, again, about the 2-minute mark. But for anybody who's never played this game, it's certainly worth a try if you can find it. It's fairly pricey on Genesis cartridge. You can certainly emulate it, but this is the cartridge I have and went searching for, and I really enjoyed diving back into this game. It's just as nostalgic as I remembered it, and we begin the game here by showing the intro video, which I've tried my best to sync up the actual audio to. And we watch intro storyline, drop into Seattle in 2058, where we welcome a dystopian hellscape. How about there? A little bit familiar? Alright, thanks for pointing that out, appreciate it. Anyway, the whole basic storyline here is your brother, who is a Shadowrunner, and again, just think like mercenary, was killed. And so you're trying to figure out what happened. That's the general gist of the game. And yeah, I opted to play Street Samurai, which is kind of the most entry-level way to get into this. And you start here at Stoker's Coffin Motel, which is a really bad branding for a motel. I would leave coffin out of the name. Just me. I don't run a hotel, and I also like they call this a motel. There's no cars, nothing like that. But all right, gruff innkeep, and there's no sound at this part, so give me a sec. All right, so basically you start here. Your brother was last seen here, so you're here to pick up his stuff. Innkeeper tells you your bro skipped. He didn't pay his bill. And he's not giving you anything until you give him the rent. So you got to pay $250 or 250 New Yen, the currency of the game. And I think you start with $20. So we are definitely not going to be able to buy his stuff yet. I'm going to act all exasperated and hit B here, though. $250? How could he have that much stored in one of the rooms? I don't think they charge by the amount of stuff you brought to a hotel room. But hey, he's going to give me some advice. You need some money? Go up the street to the Jump House Bar, Gunderson. A gentleman will hire you for jobs. You can become a Shadowrunner. That's why I'm here. You know, there's no real backstory as to what your character, who I think is named Joshua, does for a living. I don't know. This must have been the driving force for him to take on a whole new life of crime. All right, let's do a quick look through of everything here. So the other kind of fun thing about this game is that it had some advanced features for an RPG of its time, like you got a notebook. It'll like tell you what you're supposed to be doing currently. And I was on my way to get a job. The notebook was just to remind me that I don't have a job right now. It wants me to get one. And in the world of 2058 Seattle, you can't apply for unemployment, so you got to go get a job. And here, job means let's go be a mercenary just like my brother in the game. And it worked out really well for him. So that sounds great. Can give you some clues as far as like what to do if you get lost. And then Mr. Johnson's, like Mr. Gunderson, are just the guys who hire out sketch balls. And I'm an aspiring sketch ball. 20 bucks in my pocket there at the bottom. Do a quick save. Oh, can't do it during combat. I didn't realize I was in combat. Looks like I'll be in combat. Alright, 2 gang members just jumping me. Shoot 2 men dead in the street. Nobody's around to care. It's a bleak world, honestly, if you think about it. Friend, how is game volume now? You able to hear these sweet tunes? Or should I put it back up a little bit more? Oh, I aim for adequate. I'll take adequate. Alright, this is Gunderson. Seems like a nice gentleman. May want to have that growth on his forehead checked out, but I guess it could also be cyberware. It's hard to tell. Low-res graphics. Yes, sir, I would like to go on a Shadowrun, and that is a job. So let's go to the Ares Weapon Emporium here in town and go meet Doc Whitson. Gonna take him over to the Rat's Nest where Doc Whitson has some business. 50 bucks. All right, logs it in his journal. Let's go do our first mission. Now, one thing I will tell anybody watching this is that if you've never played this version of the game before, you're going to be in for a little bit of a grind here at the beginning. Oh, I thought that was a gang member. Nope, that's a gang member. Because we're going to be running a bunch of these missions for what seems like ever at the beginning here, just to kind of get the equipment we need to keep going. So, look at this finely dressed gentleman at the gun store. He likes to lament on the state of society. Guy can't even walk the streets. But he's on a tight schedule, so he needs me to walk him across the street. And as he puts it, whacks anybody who gets in the way. I don't think he means that literally. He means to exercise my Second Amendment rights. Alright, got him delivered to the Rat's Nest, where I'm sure he has important business. He's going to tell all his friends about my services, and we're going to rinse and repeat for a while. He's got paid 50 bucks there. Feels good. Really, we're technically just trying to get enough to buy my brother's stuff off the shopkeeper, or the hotel keeper. Let's see how it goes. I do like that guy's picture. Looks like a slightly mechanically altered Hulk Hogan. Can't tell if he's wearing a cape or maybe it's just a pink background. Hulk Hogan doesn't wear a cape. Alright, let's take another job. This one is a package delivery. I will Amazon driver it. So go to Little Chiba, which is like a little sketchy physician's office. Take that package over to the Jackal's Lantern, which is the bar next door to this one. Seems like a really weird business plan. I don't know why you'd have 2 bars next to each other. Well, okay. No, never mind. I live in Milwaukee. You can have 2 bars next to each other. You can have a lot next to each other. But what I'm saying is that in this part of the map, there's maybe 7 buildings total. I mean, 2 of them are bars. I guess, again, I live in Wisconsin, so that shouldn't be that weird. Ooh, it's a bulky package. I'll charge him extra. Alright. Nice thing is, when those missions just have you come right back up to where you're going to get the next mission. It's just it's an item of convenience, if nothing else. We're going here. This gentleman is cosplaying as a clown. Or actually, since he's a Halloween or gang member, he's got a pumpkin mask of sorts. Face paint. Maybe he's a pro wrestler. What the frag took me so long. He's not used to waiting. Frag is the F word of the cyberpunk world. So a grenade. Alright, 2 jobs down. And a silly amount still to go. Alright, we're looking for work, man. We got a pattern going. Now here's a mission I'm not going to take, because what this game doesn't do is prepare you for how insanely it may ramp up the volume, or the difficulty. So hey, there's a community of ghouls, why don't you go kill them, and easy money? No, you will be murdered so quickly because they are way overpowered. I'm going to tell them no. I'm not not going to do that. It takes a little bit before you're strong enough to do those things. Yeah, he wants me to really get those ghouls, but I'm going to keep refusing them, and there's no penalty for doing so. So sometimes you just got to sit and be patient. The third time he offers me the same one. Come on, Gunderson. All right, here we go. Go to the Shiawassee nuclear power plant here in the Redmond Barrens. That's the area of the city. And pick up a package. Take it to the Jackal's Lantern. That's that other bar. They have a lot of packages coming in. All right, negotiate it up. $40. Sure. Hope he doesn't track my movements and bathroom breaks. Certain unspecified company. All right, so we're going to go to the nuclear power plant over here. Pick up a package. Deliver it to a bar. Which does seem very much on the up and up. I like those security guards. Ominous no faces. Alright, throws a package. We're off. Contributing to the economy. We're going to do that a lot. Well, we're going to just ditch those guys. Peace out. Now we're also doing, we're not just earning money, we're actually earning karma too, which is like the experience system here. So it doesn't, oh, wrong bar, went to the wrong bar, next door. The experience system doesn't really work like levels, like your traditional RPG. It is like you buff up stats. I'll have to go back to the hotel to show that. All right, this will happen off and on. You're gonna get these random events. So as I walk by, just walking down the street, a guy calls to me from a dark alleyway, and he wants to sell me some frag grenades. $180, $30 a pop. It's not a bad deal, honestly, but they're so hard to use as a weapon that I usually just don't. And if I attack him, I could possibly kill him and take them. Or sometimes these guys who step out of the alleys here are actually police, so you get yourself in trouble. I'm gonna walk away. No street grenades for me today. All right, package goes here. Same angry man with his painted face. Wants me to take him seriously, and whatever. As long as he takes the package, I'm happy. All right, let's see where we are money-wise. $150. Can I save in here? Nope. I have to be outside. True to life, you can't save inside a bar. All right, let's get another job done here. I'm going back to the nuclear power plant and then taking a package over to the sketchy doctor place. Yeah, that sounds like a good time. They're also near each other on the map, so not going to say no to that. Like the single pedestrian you run across. It's always the same guy, too. No matter where in the city you are. He gets around. I don't know what he does for a living, but he's in every area of the city. I do like these structures. So this is, well, everything's slowed down. It usually means somebody's after me. Yep, got some of these guys here. I might be able to ditch them. Let's see. I might get lucky. Ah. It's not that I'm afraid of fighting, but you actually do have to pay a fair amount for bullets in this game, especially at this level. So you want to save as many as possible. In fact, some might argue I just want to like punch people. In fact, I'm going to do that. So the nice thing is when you start it as a street samurai, if I want to just like unequip my weapon, if you look over there to the right under my picture, I've got some big fingernails, and those are razor claws. So I can punch hella or scratch, I guess, with more effectiveness than it might seem. And almost at the beginning of the game, if I keep getting jumped, which I'm going to keep getting jumped by these Halloweener gang members, I'm going to be killed at some point, or at least knocked out. You don't really die in this game, but it's almost more effective here to get beat up and end up in the hospital than to waste bullets and money, which I know sounds insane, but that is how this works. Can't tell if that means that the world of Shadowrun has a more effective healthcare system than we have. I'm going to save here. By we, I mean America. Alright, and I clicked through that guy's menu way too fast, so I don't remember what the run was. Let's take a look. Notebook, current run. Go to the greenhouse, Boris's greenhouse, and then take it over to the gang members, the Halloweeners, in their little hideout. Sounds like a reasonable activity. So the guy in the warehouse, which is right next door here, he's going to come up later. His name's Boris. You can sell him stolen data. You can sell him other stuff, but he's also part of the storyline. Right now, he's just giving me a package, and we're going to go take it. Take it to the gang headquarters where you just walk on in, man. And the gang lives in this toxic barrel shanty town, which is an interesting choice. I feel like there are better building materials, at least safer, but that's what they settled on. But, you know, they've got the place adorned with these nice skull piles just laying in the corner. I mean, it is a dystopia after all. What's a dystopia without a pile of skulls? All right. Back to another job. All right, we're going back to Boris, and he's got a package for the sketchball doc at Little Chiba. Let's do that. Feel somewhat conflicted about visiting Little Chibas, as I am a physician, and it's sort of like that shop is a like street physician who can like implant cyberware and cool stuff like that, but sort of like a back alley doctor, which never carries a great connotation. I mean, look at him. Like, I can't even see both of his eyes at once. Alright, says thanks. Delivering packages all over the place. I mean, it would be nice if I had a car or something. Truck. Maybe take a couple at a time, as opposed to one at a time, but it's just not how Shadowrun works. Save before we get too far away here. Alright. Now, as much as I love this game, and I do absolutely love this game, the first part of it, like this, is a grind, because it's sort of like almost a tutorial mode, or like a little sandbox for the rest of the game. So the wider city that you can visit, see if I try to go here and call a taxi, all these cool areas to go to, I want to go here in the beginning of the game until I complete a certain story part. This guy tells me that the traffic's all gummed up, can't get me anywhere, so you're stuck here until you get your brother's stuff from the hotel. Carrying 2 packages. Who are you, He-Man? I am Joshua. Character's name is Joshua, friend. I wonder He-Man was pretty well through his run by the time this game came out. But I definitely grew up with He-Man. Master of the Universe. I had so many of the toys. Half of them came with slime. Good stuff. Had the castle. Not Castle Grayskull. Wait, was it Castle Grayskull? It was the one where it was like, I think it was supposed to be the bad guy castle. Had like a weird microphone-y thing and slime droppy thing. I guess it would be Grayskull, right? I remember there being a skull. Oops, I walked to the wrong place. I inadvertently went to the Hollywood Correctional Facility because I was chatting and not paying attention. So this is a, I believe, I'm not sure if it's a mental institution or a jail of sorts. I'm not sure. It's got a cool name, though, Hollywood. All right, never mind. I meant to grab that package I already grabbed, and we're going to go over here to the rat's nest, which I don't really know what this is supposed to be. This ominous-looking elf wants the package. His employer thanks me. Yeah, I don't remember. If I just walk in here, what is this place? Oh, that's right. Okay, so it's like an undercover operation, I'm guessing. Lone Star is the law enforcement agency in this game, and they're protecting those shacks for some reason. A lot of bad business going on down there. I don't know. All right, let's do one more, and then we'll see where we are money-wise. Looking for some work. He wants me to kill ghouls again. We gotta turn him down. Sorry, Gunderson. Give me something else. All right, go back to the rat's nest, and we take a package to the power plant. So the undercover Lone Star hanging out in the shanty town have a package for the power plant. Makes as much sense as anything else in this game, really. You can, if you feel like it, shoot these random passerbys, and sometimes they have money, but it almost isn't worth it for the bullets that you spend. And, you know, the fact that you shouldn't shoot unarmed civilians to rob them. It's Shadowrun, again, dystopian, so I guess it doesn't matter as much, but it matters to me. Alright, we deliver the package. How are we doing money-wise? Let's see here. Alright, let's get to about 400, and then we'll start branching out a little bit. Nope. I'm being chased. Being chased. Now, if you can get away, that might help a little bit. Alright. Don't always have to take fights. You don't technically get a lot of experience for fighting. You do get some. And you actually do get experience for shooting civilians in the street and taking their money. Which is a little problematic as far as the incentive goes, but it is what it is. Alright, let's go to the Jackal's Lantern. That's the bar next door. Take a package over to the greenhouse. These are perfect, because you just want to spend as little time wandering around the map here as possible. Going over here, Jackal's Lantern. Everybody's got packages for everybody. No letters, no other correspondence, it's packages. Here's the greenhouse. Grins devilishly when he sees the package. Now, that guy doesn't look like he's capable of being devilish. He looks like he's 12 years old. Alright, check out the delts on Joshua here. Does not skip shoulder day. That's a reasonable idea, friend. That's I could do that. This game is open world, but maybe not that open world. Let's do one more run. One more run. Little Chiba to the greenhouse. Alright, perfect. Yeah, so this game is, again, a little open world, but it's not crazy open world, so the DoorDash will have to wait. Although this well predates cell phones, but I wonder if you could consider the pocket secretary that your guy has as kind of like a rudimentary cell phone. It sort of is. Alright, bulky package. It's quite fragile. Hope it's not biohazard. Take it up to the greenhouse guy. Yeah, he's Boris the Fixer, so you know he's into all kinds of sketchy business. Who knows what's in that package? All right. Now, let's see how much we got now. All right, that might be. That's definitely enough to buy my brother's items back. So let's see if we can do that and take it to the next level. All right, manager here. All right, I'm here to pick up Michael's stuff. Slot this cred stick. Let's carry your money on. And he's got a box of stuff, I guess. And we got a scented letter. This is kind of a weird detail. Cyber deck, which is like your hacking thing, so you can have characters named Deckers, which are kind of hackers. And then a wristband and 2 hollow pictures. The scented letter is addressed to me. It says, sorry, Michael. That's my brother's name in the game. Don't trust our Johnson, the guy who hired us. And the person was, just didn't trust the guy hiring him. I guess we'll have to find out who that was. Tabitha Shale wrote this letter. She's going to be waiting at the Puyallup Barrens over in another part of the city. And I believe if we go talk to her, it starts like one of the main storylines. So we'll get around to it. So you get this little crummy computer cyber deck thing. I mean, they kind of look like keytars. A little bit like a computer keyboard. So it was pretty cool. And then when this game came out, I definitely being a Decker character is my favorite. And I didn't start it now because it's also harder. Your character starts out weaker. All right, so it's a cheap deck, but whatever. And then the wristband that you get is this dock wagon homing beacon. So it's like you get beat up or shot, and it calls the ambulance for you. This is how the game storyline says, it doesn't let you die. And so every time that happens, though, you get transported to another area of the city. I've just been in the same area, the Redmond Barrens, and so if I get knocked out now, I end up in downtown Seattle at Seattle General Hospital with this otherwise reasonable appearing doctor. So it does add a little bit of a longer stroll to getting back to where you were when that happens. And then we got this guy, Mr. Caleb Brightmore Esquire. Problem solved, worries eliminated. What's a game without a sketchy lawyer card? All right, but here's another fun part. You get 500 new yen that your brother left. I'm fairly impressed that the innkeeper didn't steal that, to be honest. All right, now what I want to do is I need to buy a better pistol because my pistol in this game sucks. I think I have enough. So we go here to the gun store. There's no background check, of course. Just walk in. I'd like to either purchase firearms or grenades because America. And so 685 is the... Oh, no, which one? 675, so I got enough. This gun, which looks like RoboCop's pistol, is actually, I think, like one of the best guns in the game, and you get it like right at the beginning. So I can't be mad about that. Next thing I want to buy, though, I need to buy like the armor jacket. So I need $1,000. You guessed it, we're gonna grind. But once I get this gun, things get a little bit easier, and I'm less likely to die. Although, let's see, I gotta sell some. How do you sell stuff? Sell stuff for. All right. We're gonna hang on to the med kits, I think. But we'll sell this weak pistol. And we're going to sell these grenades because I honestly never use them. Again, they just sort of like go everywhere and they make things harder. Now we can buy other stuff from the gun store too. And that would include important things like clips, but you see like 25 each. And you can imagine you do like one run and get paid $35 and then you spend so much of that on bullets. You're better off avoiding fights. You have other stuff like your health stuff, some medikits to heal you up. Stim patches, which instantly increase mental health by 20%. So in the future of Shadowrun, mental health is patched up with band-aids. I mean, not everything's bad in the future dystopian hellscape. There's also trauma patches, which also just sort of like quick heal health. But these things are pretty expensive, like 210 new yen. So, they're not stuff. This is why it's almost more beneficial just to be beat up and go to the hospital here, because your hospital bill will be like $20. Sounds nice. There's other things. Thank you, friend. I see you over there. I actually I don't mind a good grind once in a while. Not all day, but once in a while. But you can... Oops, I gotta choose a weapon. So you can accessorize your pistols and stuff. Let's see. What do we got? Weapon accessories. So you got smart guns, which you actually like have a thing that you get implanted in your head, and then you have this like mind meld with your gun. This is very NRA dream kind of thing. Silencers, of course, which is important for keeping your sound to a minimum. Even better silencers. Laser sights, gas vents, Mark II and Mark III, and this actually makes kind of improves your submachine gun stuff. So, I mean, there's other cool little aspects to the game. But all of that, we're not going to worry about because we are going to cruise through with our firearm. And I just want to move it. Can I move it? I don't think I can move it around. Okay, I'm just going to equip it. Okay, so we got the first big thing. We got the gun. Oh, you know what I'm also going to do? I'm going to go take a nap. I'll show you why. Let's go take a nap. Going back to the Stoker's Coffin Motel. Let's crash. Easy money, chummer. Brought your own towels. I'm a Shadowrunner. I always carry my own towels. All right. Cup Soy calf. That's right. I agree, it is whiz. All right, karma screen. Let's level up. So let's make our guy a little bit better. One thing you may want to do early game is put a little bit more into quickness, because I have 12 karma there. Cost 4. It makes your guy walk faster, and it can actually get you out of fights a little bit easier. The other thing I want to do is put some money in pistols, or some karma in pistols. I have firearm skill generally, so like all firearms I can kind of use, but pistols are a good one to be able. Ooh, I can raise that already to 5. Dang. Let's do that. All right, I'm out of karma, but I went to sleep in this motel, and I wake up a new, better person. Just like real life. All right, friends, we are back on the grind. Or friend. Now, I don't know if Shadowrunners pay into Social Security or taxes or anything. I'm guessing it's all under the table, but I feel like I'm contributing to the economy by doing these. Shadow economy, but it's still an economy. All right, we're taking Hollywood Correctional to the Halloweeners. So if we're looking to raise like $1,000, you can see how this might be a little tedious at $30 a job. Is what it is. Once we get that armor, we may be able to do some higher level stuff, but it's just how this part of the game goes. And I suspect also why some people did develop a little bit of a polarized opinion on this game, because if you're greeted with this type of opening to a game that's pretty slow, and you don't just like really enjoy the cyberpunk atmosphere and the kind of little world building that happens in here, I can imagine you're like, all right, look, I don't want to play like a cool beefed up delivery boy, but me, I enjoy the cyberpunk universe, and I was a computer geek back in the day. I started with a Commodore 64. And this game has a whole other like hacking game within it, which is pretty fun. We'll get to it eventually. And so I ate the universe up like you wouldn't believe. Jump house to nuke plant delivery. All right. And this was also... This is a jump house. I just literally go back, walk out, come back in, get my package, and then go down to the nuclear power plant. So I also played the pen and paper RPG, which I don't remember. I think it went through a 4th edition, maybe higher than that. I won't say I'm most up to date on it, but played it with my friends, which was excellent. Some of the best times ever, and very, very, we'll say complicated. It was a fairly complicated and involved, at least I thought, compared to D&D. Dude, I got my heavy pistol. You're done. Oh, yeah, a little Nuyen, that little green icon, so there we go. Futurama made that joke, for I was so excited to be a delivery boy in space. I mean, in space, it'd be cool. Flying around, spaceships. I saw, there was a friend of mine sent me an ad from Craigslist where he lives, and it was somebody who took a crummy old van and basically made it the spaceship from Futurama. Like, not beyond, like, spray paint and kind of plywooding it into that shape, but it was pretty amazing. I think it was like $1,500 and not guaranteed to run at all. But it was available. I wonder if it's still available. All right, Hollywood Correctional Facility. Escort this client to the jump house. Oh, so back to this bar. All right. Friend needs a drink. I'll bring him back. It's fine. I haven't seen Futurama in a minute. I think one of my other favorite things about this game is the soundtrack, which is funny because some people are like, I don't like it, but I love the soundtrack to this game. Don't worry, that guy will catch up by magic when I go into this bar, which is where he's going. Just kind of this weird techno-y, that repetitive, good old-fashioned game soundtrack. Nice. Like I had a med kit. The only nice thing about med kits is, so some of them, when you pick them up, this one has 3 uses, this one has 6, this one has 5. You can use them down to 1 and then sell them for full price. nice little side way to get money, which I'll probably do at some point. Little Chiba, find Billy Gibson. So that's a fun little Easter egg in this game. The escort client, it sort of has these random reused names, but Billy Gibson, I believe, is an author that the book that the Shadowrun cyberpunk universe is kind of based on. I'm blanking on the title of the book. But I remember reading that's like a little bit of an Easter egg, if you will. All right, he's going from Little Chiba to the Halloweeners just below. 55, I'll take 55. I don't think I failed one run yet for this guy. He's probably pretty enthusiastic about my performance on the job. I'm willing to bet he'll give me good references and a raise. All right, we're walking, get interrupted. Same guy's trying to sell us frag grenades. I told you I don't use frag grenades. They don't work that well. I'm gonna walk away. It's also funny, I think in the pen and paper RPG, they were a headache because you had to like figure out, so if your friend wanted to like throw them, you had to figure out their throwing skill, like how far away. Then you had to calculate this blast radius, and it was just a whole thing. So I think nobody really ever used them because, you know, invariably what do? You're going to fumble that roll, and then you're going to throw it at your friends, and then everything goes to pot. Don't play with grenades. There's like a lot of those accessory items in RPGs that I remember you just pick up, whether it's this game or other ones, and I never ended up using just because it's like, I don't know. I got the sword, I got the armor. I'm going to use those. I would end up carrying potions around forever, like the buffing potions. It's like, I'll save this for later. Never end up using them. Let's go to the nuclear power plant, meet John Worley, and escort him over to the correctional facility. All right. Friend called 5. You like the tedious calculations? It's not a quality I have, unfortunately. Sort of like brought my. I used to definitely be the game master. I'm pretty cool like that. And it would just bring it to a halt for me. And I am wrecking these fools. Friend, did you ever play Shadowrun? And if not, what was your RPG tabletop of choice? I escort John Worley to his next destination. Let you cogitate. Here we go. We are cooking through this. I know it's tedious, but we are cooking through this. We really are. We're doing what? $420? Yeah, we're getting there. Battle Lords of the 23rd Century. That one I'm not familiar with. Was it a sword and sorcery, or what was it? More work. So again, community of ghouls. We need better armor. We might even need a second person, like a party member, to really do these. So we're gonna leave them alone for right now. I've definitely heard rifts. What else was associated with rifts? That wasn't like part of the Vampire Masquerade thing, was it? Nuke plant to rat's nest. I don't remember. The term rift sounds familiar from, again, long ago when I played tabletop RPGs, but blowing up my phone. All right, here's the nuclear power plant. You know, it's a pretty nondescript building. You'd think they'd have cooling towers, but yeah, be a lot of sprites to draw. I get it. I'll take this package from the nuclear power plant over to the rat's nest. Don't know what the nuclear power plant is shipping over here, but I'm sure it's worthwhile. Futuristic pen and paper, I guess. Less calm. Warhammer 40k universe. Ah, okay. The Roundies brand riffs. It was the Kirkland brand. There's a few of those around back in the day. You don't always go for the brand name, or save while I'm thinking about it, but you don't always go for the brand name tabletop RPG. we actually played a game that one of my friends made. Or so two of my friends made their own like pen and paper RPGs, one of which was based in the world of Gundam. And the other one was actually a pro wrestling RPG. True story. Because we hit that level of nerdydom. And you know what? I'm not going to apologize for it. Said what I said. We're geeky. You got to appreciate the creativity of coming up with your own tabletop RPG system. Balancing it definitely was always an issue, but that's right, friend. There is zero wrong with making up your own RPG. Be the change you want to become. No. Be the change you want to happen. Something like that. Nailed it. Just knocking off missions here. But yeah, we also played Star Wars RPG, which that was a official one. Super fun. Those were good times because one of us would write stories, or like two of us would learn the rules, and then your third friend who knew all the rules but would never dungeon master for whatever reason, but was always there to argue with everybody about the rules. You always have to have that guy. Friend, you weren't that guy, were you? I remember GURPS. I remember seeing it. What did that stand for? Wasn't that an acronym for something? We're going to decline that ghoul mission again. Yeah, because it's... I hope you're looking it up. I really do, because it's going to bother me. Jackal's Lantern next door. Take it to the motel. Do that. Yeah, but we always had this one friend who... Yeah, you're right. I think you're right. It is something role-playing, the generic user role-playing system. But yeah, we always had one friend who really knew the rules super well, but would refuse to game master just because. Yeah, there you go. Generic universal role-playing system. So yeah, you gotta have that guy. He's doing well these days. He also would play. I think honestly, he may still play like a text-based RPG on the computer. Just that old school. We're going Rat's Nest, escort Doc Wilson to Chiba. Rat's Nest to Chiba. I remember there was also Munchkin came out, right? And I think that's still going around, but it was like kind of a for fun. I think it started out as I remember like getting the book and it was like a jokey over the top RPG. And then I think they turned it into a real set of rules, if I'm remembering that correctly. I do like to argue rules, but I didn't want to be that guy. We all want to be that guy sometimes. But yeah, our friend was definitely that guy. And he'd get into so many arguments about like, no, you're supposed to roll this because this, and then he would always like try to pull these sort of sketchy rule skirting approaches to the game. What are we doing? 625. Okay, we're getting there. Need to get that armor, man. And by that time, we'll probably have more karma. I can put it into different things. And we can go to other areas of the city, explore the whole world out there. I don't know how these bars stay in business. There's like almost nobody ever in them. Got this guy in the back corner running this sketchball business. Off into red. Okay. Yeah, good time. And the Shadowrun RPG used a series of six-sided die, D6, if you will. And so you would roll a certain amount of them depending on like how many. What is it, like? So if you had like 6 strength, you'd get to roll 6 die, and like certain numbers were successes. And so it was like, I don't know, a little simpler. You know what the other incredible thing is? I've done however many missions, and I've barely been jumped. Like making characters and min-maxing stats more than play. I mean, how many times did we just like, we'd all just keep making new characters, whether it's Dungeons and Dragons or Shadowrun, because you just, I don't know. You do one session with your friends, and then you wished you made a character doing that. So there's probably 4 billion character sheets floating around that were never used or minimally used. And then that same friend who liked to argue the rules would always be like, how'd you get a 19 in strength if it was like D&D? He was like, oh, I totally rolled it. No, you didn't. You're lying. They always roll it and pick it up immediately, and if they could just like tell it was gonna be a bad stat roll. But I don't think if I remember the Shadowrun character generating correctly, and I'm not sure that I do, I think there was no rolling to see what your base stats were. I think you had to pick, and so it was somewhat balanced in that respect. Not saying people didn't cheat and write their stats wrong on the paper on purpose. All right, no, still can't do the ghouls, man. Anything but ghouls. I know you really need these ghouls taken care of. It's just not my thing. All right, nuclear plant to the Ares Weapon Emporium. Ugh, it's $35. Come on. I need the money though, so let's do it. I hope that guy gets where he's going. Random NPC. Just go past the pile of skulls and trash. Grab the package. Delta Green, that I have never heard of. Is it another tabletop RPG? Oh, we gotta go here. Here's another thing you could do if you were unscrupulous. I'll take a break from doing those missions real quick. I'm going to go into the other bar here, the Jackal's Lantern. It's a disgusting bar. Many think twice before entering. Looks like it's a Halloweeners hangout. So if you walk in here, there's actually an NPC that you can talk to. He's a rat-like dwarf. It's very harsh. He stares at me in silence. He's also not very good at greetings, I suppose. But you can ask him for information. It's like, hey man. Usually don't share such things, but he's going to tell me something. I'm going to ask him what his story is. He's lived in Glow City all his life. And I'm not sure if that means Seattle, because this all takes place in Seattle, or it's like a subsection. Slumming in the sewers, but it got me nowhere. He had no purpose. We all need purpose. We all tend to do better as humans with a sense of purpose. I get you. He's a dwarf, and in this game it's a different species. And he was also apparently a little Napoleonic, because everybody was larger than him. He's struggling with some things. Delta Green, yep, it's like a detective in like the occult. Oh, that's kind of cool. Like a detective RPG, that would be fun. That would definitely be fun. Alright, so our friend the rat dwarf. So then he heard his totem calling. So this is like one of the first times you kind of run into magic, unless you start a mage. I think the one character you can start in this game is called a gator shaman, and this character, this dwarf rat shaman, he's a shaman, he's not a mage. And as you'll see here, he really wants to use his stuff, but there's kind of an interplay where the mages don't like the shamans and all this stuff. I need some questions answered. Yeah, I can ask him about shamanistic magic, and yeah, it's kind of like a nature-based system here, and the mages, I don't know, they bend the universe to their will. Truthfully, when we even played the tabletop, I just never really made magic characters. I don't know. Guns and cyber decks for me, I guess. Alright, well, but I can hire him. So here's the little cheat I was talking about. So you can hire this guy. Like, he'll follow you for the entire game until he dies if you pay the $1,550. But you can also hire him for one run for the $155, and then you take him to like the weapons store and you sell all of his stuff, and then you just dismiss him. Yeah, I mean, you might make 400 or 500 new yen, but it just doesn't feel right. So I just wanted to introduce this NPC and say I'm not gonna hire him. Delta Green seems pretty similar to this game. Was it like a cyberpunk kind of thing, or? We're gonna keep grinding away here. We're making way better time. I think last time I started playing this, I might have died 6 to 8 times. Nuclear plant, we're gonna take it over to the gang members, the Halloweeners. So we're gonna go get a package. We have a mention magic and losing humanity, yeah. Yeah, so I think if I remember the backstory to Shadowrun, it's sort of like in the 2000 somethings, like this game takes place, I think 2058, is it? But like magic returns to the world in this like great awakening, or is what they call it. And then all these non-human species just sort of appear out of nowhere. Oh, that's another thing. This man looks like a typical doctor. So somebody was running by and then like is being pursued by somebody who looks like a doctor is what's happening. So I can either attack, I can leave him alone, or I can yell, like leave him alone or you'll be sorry. Or I can help them. And I'm gonna help. Should I? That guy's a doctor, I'm a doctor. I'll help the doctor. Alright, let's help. Grab the man, hold him while the henchman straitjacket him and drag him off. Oh, it paid me 50 bucks. Still feels sketchy. Nice. I'm gonna deliver the package here. Nice, alright. I don't know why the nuclear power plant wanted to deliver a package to the local street gang, but I'm sure it's on the up and up. See, if you want to be a good Shadowrunner, you don't ask questions. Just do your job. Oh, walked in the wrong one. Yeah, but the awakening happens, and now all of a sudden there are like elves, dwarves, orcs. There are trolls too. I think there's trolls in this world. And so you, so then like all of humanity has to like deal with it. Like, and I think the suggestion was all those species were there before. We just couldn't see them, but when magic returned, there they are. There's other cool like geopolitical things. Like I think in this game, Germany is run by a giant dragon named Longform, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. So that's fun. We got dragons too. You got a little something of everything in Shadowrun, and I do appreciate that about the game. Stoker's coffin to the rat's nest. I wasn't paying attention. Doing some frequent saves. Frequent saves. You get 2 game slots to save. We are actually, we are getting down to the downhill slope of this whole part of the game. Maybe I should turn this into a speed run. I would have no idea how to do that here. I'm sure somebody has done a speed run of Shadowrun. I do wonder how quickly you could beat this game. Oh, random event. Haggard man collapses at your feet. Skin is pale and cold to the touch. Well-dressed man runs up, followed by 2 ordinary thugs. I'm a doctor and this patient has escaped. Oh, it's the same one as before. Last time the doctor paid me 50 bucks. He looks like a doctor. Let's see if he knows the secret doctor-to-doctor handshake. I'll go help him again. Dang, another 50 bucks. I don't know if that guy's really a doctor, but the money's good. Jackal's lantern and escort the gentleman to the nuclear power plant. All right. It's I'm gonna pick up this guy from a bar and take him to hopefully not go to work as a safety officer at the nuclear power plant. Wearing a suit and tie. All right, let's get you to work, buddy. Make sure you don't get jumped by gang members on the way. There have been a startlingly low occurrence of just random getting jumped by, yeah, of course, what did I say? But that's why I'm here. Protect this guy, get him to work. All right. Step over the dead bodies and continue on our way. You see my blue health bar. I think that's the mental health or stamina, I guess. It's down a little bit because they punched me. Guns take away your red health bar, and I think punches take away your blue. Maybe some spells do too. Hollywood Correctional to the motel. These buildings are right next to each other. Excellent. We are almost ready to leave this area. Not far off. Oh, where are they at? This gun, as they say, slaps. Again, it's like one of the best guns in the game. You have it right off at the beginning. Let's see what I got for karma. I might be able to upgrade my guy a little bit more. Looking for a place to crash. Let's go to sleep and wake up better. Alright. Oh, got 16. Man, let's... So my guy is not very charismatic. You know, for 2 karma, because it'll increase your hiring prices a little bit. Like, I'm not trying to be... My character's not trying to be charming here, but, you know, just have some charisma. Intelligence. Oh, it does actually help, because it helps cyber combat and... or regular combat. Okay, let's get a little smarter. Wake up a little smarter. Body. So one thing about body is I can increase this, which will help me stay alive a little bit longer. But if you buy armor and then like cybernetic implants, it'll basically do the work for you. So I'm gonna do that later. I'm gonna do one more point into quickness just so I can stay ahead of enemies. And then the other thing you want to do is reputation, because this will help you get into bars and stuff like that later. What about negotiation? Ooh, reputation again. Let's go reputation 1, and then we'll do this one next. Don't have enough. All right. There we go. We wake up refreshed and literally smarter and more charismatic and and faster. It was a hell of a night's sleep. I wish I could do that in real life. All right. Just a few more of these. Go to the motel and now the correctional. I don't know what the innkeep kind of package he has for the people at the correctional facility, but I'm sure it's on the up and up. Oh, another random event. This is a different one. Sudden disturbance up ahead. Somebody taking your picture with a holocam. He disappears into the crowd. Guy's got a mustache. I don't trust him. All right, here we go. Don't slot this up. That's a bad word. Do I trust me? No, I have a mustache. Hey, you can trust me. I got a handlebar mustache. It's totally different. That guy had something of a pencil mustache, and that's definitely sketchier. It's the international rules of mustache law. It's a whole thing. Alright, Jackal's Lantern, and we're going to go back to the nuclear power plant. Let's see where we are money-wise. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if that guy had a, like, drawn-on pencil mustache, like John Waters style. That is definitely the sketchiest looking. Where was I going again? I already forgot. But, kind of an impressive amount of work for it. Current run, Jackals. Oops, I gotta go back up to that bar. Jackals enter into the nuclear power plant. Yep, the bar has a package for the nuclear power plant, so. Hey. Hey. Alright. It's probably the 5th life I've taken, just in the streets of Seattle. I'm learning to live with it, though. Alright, this, the same well-dressed gentleman with the cheekbones needs to get to his job at the nuclear power plant, so we need power. Let's get him down there. So you can see with the quickness, my guy is way faster. Way faster. I don't mind the bones there, sir. Here you are, delivered nicely to your place of business. How are we doing money-wise? Where are we at here? Oh, I might be able to buy that armor. Let's do it. If I don't have enough, I'll just sell a med pack. Here we go. Come on. I like how you can either get the... Oh, we can. You either get the rigid plates for good gun protection or the ribbed padded woven for great gun protection. I like the idea of great gun protection. And I can also sell my other one, can't I? Display sell item. Let's make sure we don't sell the thing I just bought. Oh, there we go. Should I sell one of these that has 3 uses, 6 uses, 5? Yeah, you only get 100 for it. Might as well hang on to it. All right, here we go. So that spent a fair amount of money, but I should be a lot more resistant to, well, dying. So if he gives me a ghoul mission, you know what? I'll just try it, because why not? All right, I'll do one more of these. And then we're going to go to the next area and maybe advance the story a little bit. Actually, I want to see how much damage they can do if I hit me. Okay, so that did a little bit, but I think the armor plate actually helps more against guns anyway, so. Just took a punch. We're still going, though. Alright, Sketchy Doctor has a package for the gun store. No questions. Just gonna drop this off. Alright, and there's another part. I think I should probably talk to this guy, Boris, real quick, because I think it advances one of the storylines, so why not? Alright, this dimly lit greenhouse. It's casting strange shadows. I don't know what that means, but he's seated at a cluttered desk. He's a wisp of a man. A very skinny man. A wisp of a man with a large hat. All right. Very inviting, though. Come on in. Put your wallet on the table, more or less. Time is money. All right, I'm going to ask him what his story is. We'll find out about him. Cost you $100 to find out. I know it's part of the story. I would not normally pay somebody $100 million or dollars to find out their story, but I'm supposed to here. So fine, take $100. Boris Orasco. He's a fixer, and in this game they actually can get you a lot of items, or you can sell stolen items to them, so it is useful to have. Proper monetary motivation. As he says, he'll do many things, so won't we all? Requests but one thing. You served time in Hollywood, so we would appreciate if you kept our business transactions to yourself. So it does suggest that the Hollywood Correctional Facility is more of a law enforcement place and not a mental hospital. That's all right. Imagine a jail or prison called Hollywood. You know what? There might be one. I don't know. All right. So what items do you have to offer? I just can't remember what he has. Equipment or firepower? Okay, let's go with equipment. Cellar slide passport for 1,000 and a level 2 Maglock. Okay, so the passport gets you into a different area of the game, if I remember correctly. And the Maglock, you eventually want to get one of these because when you go do these corporate runs and you're like in these big corporations trying to steal stuff, the Maglock will let you like open doors, and it does save you a ton of time. But I have nowhere near enough money for any of these, so let me get back to you on that, Boris. Hey, whoa, I was ready to stop the conversation. Man, hold on, Boris, sir. All right, I just want information. $500 for... Dude. All right, again, we're going to have to do it eventually. Because we need him for the story, but at least we know that's as far as it's going to go for now. All right, so let's save real quick. All right, so I've got the attack, got the defense. Let me go see if I can put one more point into a stat, just because I did a few more missions. And then we can move on to another area of the city for a place to crash. All right, pay for my room, drink my soy calf. Let's see the karma screen. So I got 5 karma. What was I going to do? I was going to do... I don't remember. Was it reputation or negotiation? Maybe make a little bit more money. I don't know how much this actually helps, to be very honest. you know what? Everybody could benefit from a little bit more negotiation skill, you know? All right, wake up a better negotiator. Go back out into the world. Get jumped by a Halloweener. Yeah, this, I don't know how to impress, like, how much better. Oh, wait. Ooh. Okay, I dropped money. Ding. He was laying on top of it. I didn't see it. All right, now I'm going to check something. I want to see how much these cyber implants are, because I want to know how much I should be making for those. So, yes, salesman, I am in need of your services. I don't need healing. I do need cyberware. All right. So, a data jack. This is what lets you become a hacker in the game, basically. I could put one in, but none of my attributes, since I didn't pick the Decker character, again, hacker, are going to be really well versed for that. And I'll try to hire one later anyway. Hire a Decker. Cyber eyes. So yeah, kind of these things will improve your combat. Hand razors already have it, because if you start with the Street Samurai, you get those. The Wolverine claws are way cooler, and even though I don't know that I've ever used them, except for, like, I think some enemies can disarm you, so it's, like, good to have them on backup. We'll get them sometime, because they're pretty awesome. Smart Leak, this is where you, like, have the, like, mind gun connection, and it just increases your effectiveness, etc. But, like, some of the things you want to maybe prioritize are, like, this, carbon plating your body for extra armor. You'll notice everything has an essence cost, because, like, the more invasive the cyber implants are, like, more essence they take away, and essence is, like, your human or organicness. And so low essence means you can't use magic. My guy is definitely not going to use magic, so I don't care. Make my guy a robot. It'd be way cooler. So a couple $1,000s for a lot of these things. The wired reflexes is super expensive. All right, but I think we will let's go to the next area just for a little change in scenery. What do you say? I'll call a taxi over to the Puyallup Barrens. So there's a lady over here somewhere that I need to talk to also start advancing the storyline. There's, like, I think 3 main storylines that you can do. They all converge. I think you do them all anyway, but you can kind of do them in whatever order you want, hence the open worldness. And the other part is, like, I could just keep doing those missions, those Shadowruns, over and over again. And that's what we would do. My friend and I, way back when this game first came out and we got it, we would just do Shadowruns over and over again, because the later ones are a lot more interesting than just walking between 2 buildings, and we'll get there. Sudden disturbance. So we're in the Puyallup Barrens. This big orc thing-looking gentleman taking a picture, disappears into the crowd. Like that building ominous. Oh boy. I don't remember why that guy's hidden. That's a Wendigo. It's got magic creatures up in the game here. But that gun is pretty awesome. Alright, so this is a Tarslar City Inn. Elvish word for remembrance. Okay, so all the innkeepers have the same mutton chops. They all go to the same barber. Same aesthetic. The conventions are really creepy. They all just a bunch of people who look identical. Colorado Southpaw, welcome back. Yes, it is absolutely what it looks like. That's great for being okay. Glad to have you back, my friend. Yeah, metal. So you come to the right place. The safest hotel in the city for that price. Wait, how much was the price? I don't need to crash. All right, I need to talk to Tabitha Shale, so I'm going to do that. Squad Scarf, part of the Squad Scarf. The old Bobby Poff fan club. All right, this lady is here. She's been locked in her room for days and won't let anybody in even to clean up. If you think you can talk to her or some sense her, be my guest. Seems weird to rent a hotel room and just lock yourself in, but I like the innkeep kind of knows what's going on. We're going to use the vid phone, which was, that concept was mind-blowing back in 1994. I remember, I don't know if it was exactly, it's probably within a 5-year period of this game, but AT&T actually came out with a video phone. So you could buy this, like, $200 phone, put it in your house, and if your family member had one as well, you could talk with them video-wise on a screen that was like 2 inches by 2 inches. It was the service was like way more expensive than regular phones. It didn't catch on for some reason. All right, we're gonna talk to this lady. Words tumble from my mouth in a desperate rush to convince my sincerity. It's also my approach to flirting and dating. After some deliberations, concedes that you are Michael's brother and agrees to let you enter her apartment. She concedes that I am? It's a weird way to write that. All right, she lets me in to the hotel room. Sounds a little sketchy on paper. He hasn't slept in a week. Eyes are nervously darting around the room. And so she apparently was part of the team where your brother got killed doing his Shadowrun. So that's why you're here, looking for info. Don't know much about it, but we were hired through an unknown Mr. Johnson through Caleb to track down a location of Salish Shidi? I don't know how to say that. But that's like the sort of native lands, the forest lands to the north. Backed out when he made the offer, so I wasn't included in the deal. Michael said to stop at Orasco's and he'd be set. Orasco, that was the greenhouse guy, Boris. So that's why he's part of the storyline. Caleb's not our normal Johnson. Again, Mr. Johnsons are people who hire Shadowrunners. We usually use Johnson named Mortimer Reed. He sets up in the Penumbra district, a restaurant called the Big Rhino. So that's actually where I was going to go next anyway. So this nicely coincides with the storyline. Can you tell me about Caleb Brightmore? He said Johnson, Michael and I used a couple of times. Don't trust him, though. Who knows what those elves are up to anyway? Seems a little racist. Gotta be honest, Tabitha. You find him at Icarus Descending. That's where we always meet him. And that's like a upscale place in the downtown Seattle area of this game. And then this guy, Rasco, again, that's the fixer out of the greenhouse that we talked to just before we came over here. Anything for a buck, that's Boris. That was definitely our experience with him. He's probably the last person to see Michael alive. I'll probably have to pay him that $500 just to find out what he knows, but just wouldn't be a game without that. All right, I can try to hire her, or I can just wander away. Let's try to hire her. Why not? No ways. She loved Michael. Oh, never mind. They were close. Somebody powerful wanted Michael's team out of the way, and I don't want any part of something that large. Okay, so she's retiring from the Shadowrunning. Yes, if on cue, the door to the room explodes. I'm stunned. Flash of automatic gunfire rakes Tabitha through the obscuring smoke and sends you diving for cover. Gunfire raking somebody is kind of a nice way to put. Not nice way, but I like that description. Oh, Cyclops. So the swarm bullets abates. You leap to your feet, surging forward through the thick cloud. You catch a glimpse of a figure in red and black disappearing down the corridor. Well. Oh, she got raked with gunfire. You notice hollow picks among her scattered belongings. Okay, so we advance the story. Look at this guy. David William Unwillfeather. Shidi. Rangers Wilderness Patrol. Okay. Now, if I remember correctly, her storyline takes a while to complete. So it is something we'll get to, but she might not be the one I prioritize. I think I'm going to go to that other person in what was called the Penumbra district because if I remember correctly, walked into a building, bunch of elves with guns, so we're just going to move on from that. But if I go to that area, I think he gives me jobs that pay a little bit better, and I might be able to do them now with the equipment I have. Ooh, an abandoned building. Unless you're pretty strong, you want to stay out of here, because you get jumped by ghouls, and they can be pretty tough. I'm just kind of exploring what's in these buildings. I don't remember what they all are. Flustered woman passes by you. A moment later, a grungy man passes in pursuit of the woman. So this is probably as opposed to last time when he was like, I'm a doctor. It appears he is some form of law official chasing a suspect. They said he was grungy. I'm not going to attack, but I'm going to see what's going on here. Man just grabbed the woman and whirls around on you. Lone Star undercover. Got her under control. You had best leave, citizen. Glad I didn't attack. Didn't want to get into that fight. Now, what's the store? This abandoned mall was looted into desolation long ago. Oh, yeah, it's another turn of phrase. I don't mind that. I like that. Now criminals have set up shop in the vacant storefronts to fence their wares. So it's like it's a sketchy swap meet, or it's like an antique shop, but for shady businesses. Lone Star regularly raids the place, but it's usually only the customers who get nabbed. Interesting. What kind of weapons do you have at the sketch mall? The proprietor's lumpy overcoat seems to be concealing more arms than are displayed. Well, of course. Ooh. Yeah, big guns here. Looted into Desolation is definitely a metal band name. Hondo% agree. So SMGs, so this is where you can get some cool stuff. If I remember correctly, this shotgun's pretty cool because it's pretty cheap and it hits pretty hard, but it's illegal. I think because of the barrel or something. These two shotguns. So if you get stopped by the police in this game, they will fight you. Actually, all these guns are illegal. Go figure. What kind of armor they got here? Yeah, this is kind of what we want to work to at some point, because then you're really hard to kill with that combat armor. Weapon accessories. Oh, I don't. Okay, well, just wanted to look around, just browsing, man. Okay, I think they sell cyber stuff too there, if I remember correctly. All right, what's this place? Another gift box. Magic shop. Oh, I'm good. I don't need any magic cards. Oh wait, no. These are spells. So these will do me no good. I'm not a magic user. Maybe sometime I'll have one in my party. You do get party members later, but right now, no good to me. I think this is... Oh, this bar. The Wanderer. Fairly quiet bar. One fight every 3 hours. It's not bad. It's not bad. I don't remember if you can get hired for jobs here. Ooh. It's Kano from Mortal Kombat. Just to kill in a suit. Jewelry on his wrist appears worth more than you'll ever have. Personal bodyguard looks like something from a bad dream. Okay. Called Jarl. Or his bodyguard is Jarl. Vigor and Jarl. Lawyer is funny means see how lucrative this. If I remember correctly, this guy like has some of the best payments, but yeah, okay. If you want to talk to him, it costs $750. I think you visit him a lot later. Yeah, I'll tell you what. Don't peace out. We'll come back, man. I still do love all the music changes. I think this is the Dr. Bob's Quick Stitch Clinic. Now, this is my kind of medical establishment. Ripper Clinics. Let's see. I'm curious if the cyberware is similarly priced. Because these were 20 grand at the other place. Now it's even more expensive. Oh, okay. So, thermal plating. Okay, so it's actually more expensive here. Good to know. Good to know. Alright, why don't we go to the panometrist? Let's go find a new job in a different place. Actually, so here's the legal weapons store. What do they got? I think it's all pistols, isn't it? Oh, no, that's the corporate headquarters. Never mind. Okay, that's the hotel. Alright, we're gonna call a taxi. We're gonna go over here to the Penumbra district. I do need a ride, chum. Thank you. $20. Here we go. All right, banging music here. This is it Fukushima? I can't remember what it's called, but it's one of the corporate headquarters. The grenade salesman. Dude, I don't want any. It's persistent though. You'll always be closing. That's what they say. All right, I think this is the bar I need to go. No, this is the hotel. Doesn't help me. Nope, I still do not want your street grenades. Sorry, man. Just not in the market. So pushy. Okay, here's the bar. The big rhino. Big rhino. Or gourmet dishes. It's actually quite popular. All right, now there's a guy you can hire in here. I think his name's Winston. He's a troll. Yeah, he's a troll. I always hired this guy. I don't know if he was the best hire, but I mean, look at him. I want this guy on my team. All right, so I can't remember how much he costs. That's what I wanted to know. Do you get to shoot people? Yeah, see, it's just all business. So 3,600 is almost affordable in this part of the game. All right, just wanted to see which prices were, man. I'll be back. Yeah, he can take a beating, so he's one of the guys I want on my team. All right, this is a person we need to talk to. We move into the booth. Bodyguards search for weapons. A voice speaks from the shadows. It's got a horn. Cybernetic eye. Shadowrunner, look at that, is me, and I'm talking to Mortimer Reed. So, you know, we can both make a lot of new in. I am not only looking for a job, man, but I want some info. Hate to give anything away, so loath to discuss that information for me, but it's custom, so he will part with information begrudgingly. Thank you. However, I do know a valuable contact whom I believe you could benefit from for 1,500 new yen. You know, I just need some questions answered. Nope. You're the perp. That's weird. Okay, how about let's get a job. Step right up, and I'll brief you in on a job I am positive you will excel at. Go to Fuji Internet. All right, so go to this the Fuji Industrial Electronics in Penumbra, and package was taken from him, or a courier of his, and you're supposed to bring it back. Now these are pretty tough missions. It's definitely, I would need at least one other person on my team, so I'm going to decline that one and try to get something a little easier from him. This might take a couple of chats with him. Jackal's Lantern, Redmond Barrens, get a package. Take it to the Tarslart in the Pellet Barrens. That we can do. Alright, so pays almost like 4 times what the other dude was paying. At least 3 times. Minus the cab ride cost, I guess. So we're gonna go back to the Redmond Barrens. That's again where we started the game. Ugh, 40 bucks to get out there. There goes my profit. Is this one? Jump? No, it's the other bar. Whoops, the Jackals. All right, here we go. Let's go next door here. All right, we got our package. I'm gonna take it back to the other area. So it spent 40 there. Ugh, so it's been 80 bucks to deliver this stupid package. I hope it's tax deductible since it is cost of doing business. I'm sure it is. And we deliver. Success. Alright, we made a net 100 new yen. I mean, say one thing about grinding in the first area of the game, at least they're kind of quick missions. Like, by the time I run around here and spend that money to then call a cab all the way back, so really, 20 more bucks, so like, made a net, I didn't even make 100, I made 80 bucks on that. Boo. Alright, let's see here. Sure, okay, let's see. There's some other type of things I can do. Mitsuhama's office, the Penumbra district. This is another raid the corporate office. I just don't have the firepower to do it yet. Or the other accessory things like Maglock keys to open doors and all that sort of thing. Council Island Hospital for a package. Take it to the Gates Undersound Hotel in downtown Seattle. How much you pay me for that? See, by the time I factor in all the cab rides, I don't think it's... Alright, you know what? I'll do it. Fine. Just so we can go to a new place. So this one's actually going to take me out of the city. I'm going to go up to the Native Lands area. Council Island, I think it was. Yeah. $75? No, that's gonna cost me so much because I'm gonna have to pay that to get back, and then I'm not gonna make any money on this run. I'm gonna go tell him I'm not doing this job. Unless he gives me a cab voucher. Cab voucher would help, but he's not gonna do that. Yep, Jack happens. All right, go to the Halloweeners. All right, these are fun. Let's see if I can actually do it. So go see the Halloweeners in the Redmond Barrens. They have been defacing and damaging buildings in that area. Finds it appalling. Show them how I feel about vandals and return to me for your payment. All right, so we're just gonna go kill a bunch of Halloweeners, I guess. Yeah, it's a little morally challenging, but it pays decently, so I think we're gonna have to come to terms with that. All right, so let's go get them. All right, they are down here. We'll see how this goes. It might not go well. One way to find out. Nah, that didn't go well. Got beat up so fast. Okay, well that just tells me that we're just not going to be able to do that. All right, so I got dropped off at the downtown Seattle, the downtown Seattle hospital. Oh, you know why? Oh no, did I not equip it? I bought this really nice arbor and never equipped it because I'm an idiot. Ow! Feels bad, man. Feels bad. Ugh. Here, I'm gonna heal myself up. Ugh, it's just awful. Awful. Dude, one other thing I'm gonna look at. So I'm gonna walk next. This is downtown Seattle. I'm gonna walk next door to the. Wait, no, is it here I want to go? Icarus Descending. I do want to go here. I like to go in. How much is it to go in? It's like one of these bars. There's a guy I can hire, and I want to hire him because he's a good computer hacker. I just want to see how much he is. Maybe it's this one. Matchstick. Matchstick. High class nightclub that caters to corporate clientele in downtown Seattle. A well built and dressed human guards the door, checking IDs and cred sticks. He's well built, parenthesis, and dressed. Could be well built and badly dressed, I guess. I would like to go in. 150 large. Is this worth doing? Sure, let's do it. Oh, I don't have enough. Never mind. Okay, maybe I should try to hire that big troll dude, and then I'll come back and find this guy. The other thing I could do is I'm probably strong enough to go fight the ghouls in the first place they start, so I think I might do a few of those missions to grab some quick cash. Since I just got worked. Alright, so we are back at home base. But I'm going to be able to hopefully pick up a little bit more exciting mission here and make a little bit more money. We'll see. Oh, I'm still contracted with that other guy. What a waste of money. Now I got to go all the way back. Oh, because I was part of that one job. Wish I could just call him on the phone and be like, you know what, I'm out. But you have to go all the way back, talk to him in person, and tell him I'm not able to accomplish the job you hired me for. He'll say he's disappointed, but he'll forget about it. It's fine. All right, so we're just going to cancel that job. Downtown Seattle, package. It's going to cost okay, now this one, we're going to do this one because even though it'll cost me $75 to take the cab out there, I can walk over to this bar. Okay, we're going to do this one. So I'll make a little money on it, and then we'll go back to that one place. Plus, might as well grab some karma for doing something right here. So you walk all the way to the right, all the way over to downtown Seattle. There's another corporate headquarters. I can't remember what that corporation is. Mitsuhama, I think. All right, here's the place that pick up the package, and then let's take it back. I think there's a vid screen over here. Same NPC wandering around in perpetuity. All right, let's go back to Council Island. 75, sure. Oh, I don't even have enough. So he's going to take me for free because it's really nice. That's very sweet of him. Where am I delivering this? Medicine Lodge Hollow on Council Island. So this is actually pretty lucrative since I bummed a cab ride. Oh. I still can be attacked out here, so. I don't remember what buildings are which, though. Passport Lodge. It's not where I'm going. It does have a vid screen, so I can call. Is this the building I'm looking for? Friendship Restaurant. Price is a bit steep, but the food is very fresh, very good. Oh, who's this person? Huge female orc dressed in a Amerindian garb. She's occupied with some fetishes. I think those are magic fetishes, but I'm curious to know which ones she has. Alright, looking for a good... ooh, expensive. 6,300. Alright. She's a magic user. Again, I don't typically... Oops. Typically just don't use the magic in this game, so I'm not interested anyway. Old man flashes the gums at you. Foul breath is air freshener compared to the stench of his withered body. Decide to find a booth on the far side of the... Jeez. Brutal description. No, I don't want to talk to her. I walked too close. Okay, well this is... Nope. It won't let me past her. No. I want... It won't... There we go. Okay. Okay. Is this the place I'm supposed to deliver the package? I'll talk to you later. Nope, not the place. They would have picked it up there. What's over here? What about here? Is this the place? She's running. Ah, sweet. Okay, this is where I need to take it. He called me man of the city. I feel like... I don't know if the... I don't know how well this game holds up in the modern lens with probably what are going to be written Native American accents. They may not be great. Alright, let's go kill some ghouls. Alright, made a little chunk for that. Okay, let's see if he'll give me a ghoul mission. Now that I want one, he probably won't. Forest. Well, we'll just see how this goes. You know, not a. One time I want a ghoul mission, he's not going to give it to me. He's going to dance around it. Stoker's coffin. Meet your client. Take a little Chiba. Okay, 55 is a good price. I'll do that one real quick. So we're not going to get totally into a loop of doing these, but if he's going to offer 50 or above for these jobs, especially because they're so quick, I might as well just take a few of them. I mean, 50 is like 2 clips. Alright, let's see if he'll give me a ghoul job. The ghoul jobs are nice because you can make a fair amount at them, assuming you don't get annihilated. I don't know if I will. It's been a while. We'll see. We'll see if I have enough. Well, I would say Colorado South Paw that at least one person has a chip in their brain as of like 2 days ago, thanks to Elon Musk. So, say kinda, yeah. Yeah, I think kinda. Some people are really robots. Okay, I don't want that job. Do you think some people are really robots? I'm not going to say he's not a robot. I mean, I think he probably is a robot. He at least seems to have the morality of a robot. It's really sad when the AI that he generated is got a more progressive like view of the world than he does. Friends Electric? I mean, we do have our neurologic symptoms, the signals that go throughout the body do generate electricity, so I'm going to say yes to that as well, friend. Well, I guess there's the ghouls mission. Perfect. 20 bucks each? Money! You know, Southpaw, I do think that we are aliens to creatures on other planets, so I don't disagree with you. Some people are really aliens. The abandoned buildings up here to the right. Alright, this may or may not go well, we'll see. Okay, so let's go in here, see what happens. And kill up to 20 of them for money. Oh man, this armor is really helping. Woo! Survived. Let's go myself some first aid. Oh man, these are really... So I'm just going to try to use them down to like 1 use left. Alright, we're back. Because then I can sell them for full price. I think some people are really aliens. You can't tell me that octopi aren't creatures from another planet. I mean, I don't think I can. They're probably one of the coolest creatures that exist on the planet. Ooh, these guys drop money too? Why do the ghouls have money? Yeah, I guess I'm not mad about it though. So you walk around, we'll probably get jumped again here. That was a pretty good, should already be a pretty good payday. I wish it was like treasure chests or something. What you don't want to do is you don't want to get like totally trapped in here either. I do think octopuses are just fascinating. I mean, they can change color, open stuff up, able to be charming. What's not to like? Yeah, and we are just not getting attacked here. It's the opposite of what I want right now. Come on, ghouls. There you go. Perfect. Just a few of them at a time. Easy to take care of. I'll take that all day long. We drop cash, so you get an extra little bonus. So, boy, what a difference that armor makes. And you can do ghoul missions in other areas, which may or may not have stronger ghouls. Nope, too many. One too many. But this is these are the lowest levels, so we'll take this all day long. I haven't kept track of how many I've killed, but... And we've killed probably, what, 4, 7... Yeah, we're really wiping them out. I don't want to press my luck too much here. think we might want to increase our biotech skill so that I can use these more effectively. Alright, we're gonna maybe get into one more fight, and then I'm gonna stay in this big room though, because I can get out of it if I need to. Oh, shoot. Dang! I don't know what those were. Yeah, because you want a room where I can walk around a lot and escape. Because my guy's so quick. Oof, that got hurt. Let's get out of here. If I see somebody else, I'm going to pause and try to heal as much as I can. Alright, we're going to call that a success. Let's get some cash. And then we're going to go sleep and heal and see what I can upgrade. We are cruising. Let's see here. Wait, I thought he didn't pay me. Why didn't he pay me? Did I just do all that for nothing? No, I think I made that money actually. All right, here we go. Let's go sleep and get better and stronger. And I might put one more thing into quickness if I can, because being able to outrun those guys is so helpful. I'm just trying to go into the hotel, and I'm going to be jumped. Fine. Fine. Oh. I just wanted to like get a room for the night. Come on, man. All right, but these fights are going a lot better. All right, so now I heal up, which is nice. Let's go to the karma screen, see what I can upgrade. Got 8 karma. It's not a ton, but it's maybe enough to do something here. Let's see. Biotech, success with using a med kit. Yeah, let's upgrade that. Can't upgrade it further. It costs too much. I got 4 karma left. What do I need for the next quickness? 6? Body. Okay. Maybe I should just do a few runs and get that upgrade. I think it's going to help even more. It's not only going to help us in fights, but it's going to help us get around the map a lot quicker. We'll take that efficiency. Oh, there's another ghoul mission. I guess I could just... Wow, negotiate up to 30 each? Okay, I'm gonna take that. Alright, go kill a few. I ain't mad. Ran out of my cappuccino there, so just plain old water. Alright, let's get some ghouls. I like the big room again, just so I can kind of outmaneuver if I need to. Both these rooms are pretty big, so. This doesn't do anything. Oh, just a hole in the back of the building, as you do. More of that excellent Shadowrun music. Don't care how much I've heard it, I still love it. Waiting for some remixes. People more talented than I. Please put that stuff together. Piles, walk around the piles of skulls. And just not getting attacked. Oh. Oh no. Oh, I cornered myself. Okay. Okay, we're a little stronger than we expected. Ooh, look at first aid getting used. Alright, well, we're gonna be on our own after this one. Okay, I'll try not to die here. I'll be sad if that happens. Ah! I got trapped. That was my fault. Killed one guy, though. So that'll be worth something, I guess. That sucks. Do I still have the run? Actually, I can check first. Notebook. Current run. Yeah, I mean, that's a really lucrative one, so I might buy a med kit. No. Do I want to buy a med kit? No, I don't buy a med kit. How many, let's just save, because I'm thinking of it, but I wonder how many clips I have here. That's the other thing. I don't want to run out of clips. I have 6. Okay, we're good. No. Alright, we're going to try to kill some ghouls again. I know it didn't go well last time, but I'm going to buy a health pack just in case. Why not? Let's get a health pack. Take with us. Man, 200. That's pricey, but if it helps me, I think I can make that money back here. We'll find out. Let's find out. You get jumped by a Halloweener. You drop some cash with that little ding. All right. Take that. Okay, what we're gonna try not to do is get cornered again. Let's be disciplined. Run in circles in here if we need to. So these are a lot easier when you have a team member with you, because you're both shooting, and more importantly, your team member can take hits, which is helpful. Gonna walk around until we get attacked. Basically spamming my target button. You see those little reticles come up on people. There we go. Nice. Reload. I think I like this room the best. I don't know why. Seems like there's more room to maneuver. Plenty of room for activities as well. The expensive ghouls are just not showing up for me right now. I don't know why, but when the guy shows up in the trench coat, it's just... I think they're mages as well. Just always seems to end badly. That's what you want. You want the one-on-one fight. Love it. So is that? It's 3. I killed 3 so far. That's almost made my med kit money. We're halfway there. This is perfect. You want them to spawn right down there. Nice. They drop some cash, and it's a bonus. All right, we're doing good here. All right, here we go. So this is perfect because I just draw them up. Oh, hey, getting jumped. Nice. Got some cash there too. How much we make? I almost paid off that med kit. Once I turn in the mission, it should work out well for me. Alright, I'm going to be... Oops. I'm going to be a little bit cautious, and let's heal up a little. Alright, saw my targeting thing come up, so there's some more bad guys. Alright, I'm not going to be too super greedy because I've already killed about 10 of those guys, and it should be a decent payday before I get myself killed again. And probably might have earned enough karma. Let's see. It was just one mission. We'll do a few more. Alright, pay the man. Pay me. I'm the man. Alright, there we go. Okay, got your creds right here. Appreciate ya. Stoker's Coffin, 2 Boris's Greenhouse. I'll do one more run, then I'm going to sleep and see if I can level up my quickness one more. I'll get jumped by a Halloweener who drops some cash. Love it. Alright, let's take this gentleman over to the greenhouse. He's perhaps picking out some plants for a friend or loved one. He's going to do that thing where you look at the herb section, you buy a bunch of herbs that you're like, I'm going to totally cook with these. And you just end up growing them and never cutting them or using them, or use them like once. Now you have like 8 basil plants that will never die. Not speaking from personal experience at all. Alright, let's crash. Let's do some karma spending. Give me some. Give me. Ooh, just enough. Perfect. Alright, now we got some decent quickness. I'm at the maximum level. Alright, nice. I do wish to check out, and I wish to save as well. Alright, save game. Okay, we're in a good spot here. So we have made a chunk of money, but what we're gonna need as a next step is we need to hire somebody so we have at least somebody else to fight on our side. So we need about $3,000 to do that. 800, so I'm really at a, I mean, do I take that guy's harder missions, but they don't have as much profit, or just do a few more of these quick ones? I feel like I'll do a few more quick ones at least. Wieners, Jackal's Lantern. 45, that's not great, but I guess we'll take it. Because we can do, the other bonus to doing these is even if we don't get tons of money per each of these missions, we can beef up our stats and then like negotiate better prices, etc. Which will also help us negotiate cheaper Shadowrun compatriots. Thanks for the package, friend. So we're believe it or not, we've been playing for what, 2 hours? We're on a good clip for this game. For this game, we're being efficient. I really wish you could play the pool tables. Greenhouse to the Halloweeners all day long. Yeah, and if you happen to pick up the Super Nintendo version of this game, it is 180 degrees different. Other than it's also cyberpunk and all that sort of thing, it is a completely closed storyline. Like, there's not this open world where you can kind of wander around and do as many missions as you want. And you know, here I can complete the storyline at my leisure, or I guess when I'm capable of doing so because I've leveled up enough. But the SNES one has like a totally different view and look, and it's completely different storyline, different characters. It's a whole different experience. Also has a really decent soundtrack, to be honest. And what do we get? 30 for each? Oh yeah, I'll take that one. So yeah, it has a decent soundtrack, and is and just the thing about Shadowrun games, they did do I believe the original, like one of the original team leaders that made this game ended up later crowdfunding one in the like 2010s or something, maybe a little bit after. I'm not sure the timeline, but they remade a bunch of these for the computer, and they were excellent. For those of us who are all fans, I played through a couple of them before life got busy, and thoroughly enjoyed. They were definitely really true to these games, or at least the world impression you have from playing these games, and that was pretty cool to see. They also had a very cool soundtrack. So you can't make a Shadowrun game without a decent soundtrack. Just not allowed. Let's get this guy first. Because these guys, I noticed, are a lot slower. That's 4. Nice. Bonus cash pickups. And the other thing about Shadowrun is I love this game so much. I had a general love for kind of the cyberpunk thing, and it led to other enjoyment of really good fiction like Giant Mnemonic, which I'm going to say is like a great movie. Not in that it's a well-written movie, not that it's even well acted, but it was just so cool. You can't tell me it wasn't cool. Ice-T and a dolphin. Come on. Dolph Lundgren is a crazed street preacher. I'm not going to say that it was one of Keanu's best, but it was it was fun for what it was. Dang. All right. I'm going to start making my way towards the exit just so I don't get slaughtered in here. Kill a few more, and then we're going to go turn these in, and I'm probably going to call it for the evening at that point. I have a podcast planning meeting to go to. My side gig. I think this is more the side gig. Both of them are side gigs, let's be honest. Alright, let's go turn in some cash. Or turn in some ghoul heads or... I don't know. I don't know how he knows how many ghouls I killed. I don't think he specified. By taking ghoul fingers or something? Alright. Cool. Good stuff. You know what? I'm going to do 1 or 2 more. We'll fill out 2 hours. Let's do a full 2 hours. Got 3 minutes left on that, or 2 minutes. Nuke to jump house. Cool. Come right back here. So yeah, we're gonna call it after this run here. The next after 2 more minutes, and we'll come back for the next installment of trying to beat childhood games and enjoy the nostalgia, which is Shadowrun. And you know, the fun thing, I didn't say this at the beginning, but as much as I played this game, because my friend and I would just get lost in this open world doing these missions, especially the later missions, which are a lot more intricate and interesting. And we just like make money in the game. We never beat it. We just never got through the storyline because we didn't care. We were just having fun running the missions over and over and over again. And that's what it was. That's probably why it is nostalgic, not just because of the universe it's set in, but it was just you know, having a lot of fun with my best friend and playing the same game over and over again, making up our own stories. Super wholesome. Super wholesome. All right, the final ghoul run. He's going to pay me $30 a ghoul. I'm going to kill a few more. Yeah, see, we're making some cash now. We're making some decent cash now. I just can't turn down a really good ghoul run. Especially since we can dispatch them so well now. You notice how much faster I am too. So, like, I don't even care about this trench coat guy because I can just outrun him. Yeah, right. Come on, give me a few more. Give me a few more. Let's close it out strong here. Come on. Come on. There we go. And dropping the cash. Oh no, I ran out of bullets. No, I didn't. Okay, I can outrun him to escape out the door, because otherwise I would have to go fisticuffs, and that's not going to work out well for me. See, that is how you know it is the end of the stream, when you run out of bullets. Alright, let's go turn it in, get our cash, and go save. That's the other bummer about this game. If you forget, you don't save it. You log out. Well, sorry, my friend. Watch is reminding me, you got a meeting. Alright, fine, fine. Alright, he paid me. I'm gonna say no just because I gotta save. Mr. Gunderson, I am out of jobs for the day. Alright, well, let's call it there. I really appreciate everyone checking out the stream, checking out the beginning of Shadowrun, and checking out the grind, because let's just be honest, that's what it is. I will look to continue the game, hopefully get through it all and beat it, and probably not the most efficient manner, but as we go along, join in and we'll chat about something while I'm grinding, because that's really what this game's about. Catch you next time. Peace.